seem friendly, as thou hast advised me.
Oh, miserable lady, I am to be the poisoner of good Polixenes? And my grounds to do it is obedience to a master? One who in rebellion with himself will have all that his are so too. To do this deep promotion follows. I must forsake the court. To do it or no is to me, for sure, a breakneck. Happy star reign now, here comes Bohemia.
Strange, methinks. My favor here begins to warp, not speak. Good day, Bill.
Hail, most royal sir.
What is news, Lord?
None rare, my lord.
The king hath on him such a countenance. He is lost in province and a region, loves as he loves himself. Even now, I meet him with customary compliment. He speeds from me, and so leaves me to consider what is breeding that exchanges his manners.
I dare not know, my lord.
Ah, dare not, do not. Be intelligent to me, good fellow. What change complexions are to me a mirror. Which shows me my change too. For I must be a party in this alteration, for I find myself thus altered with it.
There is a sickness that puts some of us in distemper. But I cannot name the disease. And caught of you that yet are well.
Ah, what of me?
I cannot say.
A sickness caught of me, and yet I well. I must be empty. Dost thou hear? No. I conjure thee that I was declare what incidency thou hast harm is sweeping towards me.
I will tell you, as I am charged by honorable, him that I think honorable. But my orders must be as swiftly followed as I means to utter it, or else yourself and I cry lost, and so good night.
On with Miller?
I am appointed by him to murder you.
By whom?
By the king. For what? He thinks, nay, with all confidence he swears, as though he'd seen it or been an instrument to vice you to it, that he had touched his queen, forbiddenly.
Oh, that my best blood turned into infected jelly, and my name be yoked by that he would betray the best.
He swears on each particular star in heaven, and every influence by it. You may as well forbid the sea to obey the moon.
How should this grow?
I know not, but I know 'tis safer to avoid what's grown than question how 'tis born. If you therefore dare trust my honesty, away tonight. I'll put my fortunes to your service, which are hereon by this discovery lost. I utter truth, which if you seek to prove, I shall not stand by, but know you be no safer than one condemned by the king's own mouth, and thereon his execution sworn.
I do believe thee. Give me thy hand. Be proud to me, and thy patience is still never mine. This jealousy is for a most rare creature. As she's precious, it must be great. And this person's mighty, it must be violence. Fear overshades me. Your expedition be, my friend, and comfort gracious queen, part of this theme, but nothing of this ill-fated suspicion. I'll respect thee as a father, if thou bearest my life off hence, let us avoid it.
It is in mine authority to command the keys to all the posters. Come, sir, take your power away tonight.
Marry or
venom, for his knowledge is not infected. But when present the abhorred ingredient to his eye, make known how he has drunk, he cracks his gorge, his sides with violent hands. I have drunk, and seen the spider. Camillo is his aid in this, his candor. There is a plot against my life, my crown. All's true that is mistrusted. That false villain whom I employed was pre-employed by him. He has discovered my design and never made a pinched thing, yea, a very trick for them to play at will. How come the postern so easily opened?
By his great authority, which often hath no less prevailed than so on your command.
I know it too well. Give me the boy. I'm glad you didn't unverse him. Then we must bear some signs of meeting. You have too much blood in him.
What is this, sport?
Bear the boy hence, and he shall not come about her. Away with him, and let her sport herself with that she's big with. For 'tis Polixenes who's made thee swell thus.
I'd say he had not. Now he's sworn you would believe my saying, howe'er you lean to the name word.
You, my lords, look on her, mark her well. Be but about to say she is a goodly lady, and the justice of your hearts will there to add, 'tis a pity she's not honest, honorable. Ere you can say she's honest, but be it known from him that has most cause to grieve it should be, she's an adulteress.
Should a villain say so? The most replenished villain in the world. You are as much more villain. You, my lord, do but mistake.
You have mistook, my lady, Polixenes for Leontes. Oh, thou thing! I've said she's an adulteress. I've said with whom? More, she's a traitor, and Camillo a federate with her. And one that knows what she should shame to know herself, but with her most vile principle, that she's a bed swerver.
By my life, privy to none of this. How will this grieve you when you shall come to clearer knowledge that you thus have published me? Gentle my lord, you scarce can write me throughly than to say you did mistake.
No, if I mistake in those foundations which I build upon, the center is not big enough to bear a schoolboy's top. Away with her, to prison, and let anyone speak for her as far off guilty that he speaks.
There's some ill planet reigns. I must be patient till the heavens look with an aspect more favorable. But my lords, I am not prone to weeping as our sex commonly are. The want of which vain dew perchance shall dry your pities. But I have that honorable grief lodged here which burns worse than tears drown. Beseech you all, my lords, with thoughts so qualified as your charity shall best instruct you, measure me, and so the king's will be performed.
Shall I be heard?
Who is that goes with me? Beseech your highness, my women may be with me, for you see my plight requires it. Do not be good fools, there is no cause. When you shall know your mistress has deserved prison, then abounding tears as I come out. This action I know go on is for my better grace. Adieu, my lord. I never wish to see you sorry. Now I trust I shall. My women come, you have leave.
Go to our bidding, hence!
Beseech your highness, call the queen again.
Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice prove violence. In the which case 3 great ones suffer, yourself, your queen, your son.
For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down and will do it, sir. Please you to accept it that the queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven and to you, in this which you accuse her.
Prove true, I'll keep my stables where I lodge my wife. I'll go in couples with her that when I see and feel her, no farther trust her. For every inch of woman in the world, aye, every dram of woman's flesh is false if she be.
Hold your peace, my lord.
It's for you we speak, not for ourselves. You are abused, and by some putter on that will be damned for it. When I knew the villain, I would land damn him. Issue honor flawed, I have 3 daughters. The eldest is 11, the second and the third 9, and some 5. If it prove true, they'll pay for it. By mine honor, 14 they shall not see to bring false generations. They are co-heirs, and I had rather glib myself that they should not produce fair issue.
Cease no more! You smell this business as cold as with a dead man's nose, but I do see it and feel it as you feel doing thus, and see with all the instruments that feel.
True, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it that face is sweet of the whole dummy earth.
What? Lack I credit?
I had rather you did lack than I, my lord, upon this ground, and more it would content me to have her honor true than your suspicion be blamed for it how you light.
Why, what need we commune with you of this, but rather follow our forceful instigation? Our prerogative calls not on your counsels, but our natural goodness imparts this, which if you are stupefied, or seeming so in skill, cannot or will not relish a truth like us, inform yourselves, we need no more of your advice. The matter, the loss, the gain, the ordering on it is all properly ours.
And I wish, my liege, you had only in your silent judgment tried it without more overture.
How could that be? Either thou wert most ignorant by age, or thou wert born a fool. Camilla's flight adds their familiarity, which is as gross as ever touched conjecture. Yet for greater confirmation I have dispatched in post the sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple, Cleomenes and Dion, who you know of self-sufficiency. Now from the oracle they will bring all, whose spiritual counsel that shall stop or spur me. Have I done well?
Well done, my lord.
Oh, I'm satisfied and need no more than what I know, yet shall the oracle give rest to the minds of others, such as he whose ignorant credulity will not come up to a truth like us. Come, follow. We are to speak in public, for this matter will raise us all.
To laughter, as they take it, if the good truth were known.
Nor night, nor day, no rest, it is weakness to bear the matter thus. mere weakness if the cause were not being part of the cause. She, the adulteress for the harlot king, is quite beyond mine arm, out of the blanket level of my brain, cloth-proof. She I could hope to me. Say that she were gone, committed to the fire, a moiety of my rest might come to me again. Who's there?
My lord,
How does the boy?
he took good rest tonight. Just hope his sickness is discharged.
To see his nobleness conceiving the dishonor of his mother, he straight declined, drooped, took it deeply, fastened and fixed the shame on it himself. Threw of his spirit, his appetite, his sleep, and downright languish. Leave me solely, go see how he fares.
You must not enter. Nay, rather, good my lord, be second to me. Fear you his tyrannous passions more, alas, than the queen's life? A gracious, innocent soul, more free than he is jealous.
That's enough.
Madame, he hath not sought to bite, commanded none should come with him. Not so hot, good sir, I come to bring him sleep. 'Tis such as you that do creep like shadows by him, and sigh in his needless heavings, such as you nourish the cause of his awakening. I do come with words as medicinal as true, as honest as either, to purge him of that humor that presses him from sleep.
What noise there, ho?
No noise, my lord, but needful comforts about some gossips for your highness.
Antigonus, away with that audacious lady. I charged she should not come about me. I knew she would.
I told her so, my lord. Your displeasure's peril and on mine, she should not visit you.
What, canst not rule her?
From all this honesty he can. In this, unless he take the course that you have done, commit me for committing honor, trust it. He shall not rule me.
Lie you now you hear, when she will take the rein, I let her run, but she'll not stumble.
Good my liege, I come, and I beseech you hear me, who profess myself your loyal servant, your physician, your most obedient counselor, yet that there less appear so in comforting your evils than such as most seem yours. I say, I come from your good queen.
Good queen?
Good queen, my lord, good queen. I say good queen. And would like combat make her good, so were I a man the worst about you.
Force her hence.
Let him that makes but trifles of his eyes first hand me. On mine own accord I'll off, but first I'll do my errand. The good queen, for she is good, hath brought you forth a daughter. Here 'tis, commends it to your blessing.
Out! A mankind witch! Hence with her out the door, a most intelligencing bond.
Not so! I am as ignorant in that as you and so enfeebling me, and no less honest than you are mad, which is enough outward as this world goes to pass for honor.
Traitors, will you not push her out? Give her the bastard, thou daughter, thou art woman tired, unroosted by thy dame partner here. Take up the bastard, take it up, I say, give it to thy crone.
Forever unvenerable be thy hands, if thou takest up the princess by that forced baseness which he has put upon.
Treads his wife.
So I would you did. Then 'twere passel thou to call your children yours.
A nest of traitors.
I am none by this good light.
Nor I, nor any but one that's here, and that's himself. For he, the sacred honor of himself, his queens, his hopeful sons, his babes, betrays to slander, whose sting is sharper than the sword. For, as the case now stands, it is a curse he cannot be compelled to it. Once dispel the root of his opinion, which is rotten as ever oak or stone was sound.
Talent, a boundless tongue who late hath beat her husband and now baits me. This brat is none of mine, it is the issue of Polixenes. Hence with it, and together with the damned, commit them to the fire.
No!